Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. I hope you're all doing well and welcome back to another video. I haven't brought books since the beginning of January, so it's now the middle of March and I'm eager to buy some more. My TBR trolley is getting a little bit empty. I've managed to unhaul 4 of my physical books so far this year, having read 4 of them, so I have a bit of space on my TBR trolley to fill. This bit here is empty. It needs to be filled, if I do say so myself. So I am out to buy some books today and I'm going to take you along with me. We have already hit up Tesco. So in Tesco, I went to go look at the books that are on offer. Very, very grateful that Tesco on Club Card offer 2 for £9, and I did see some in there that I kind of wanted, so I picked some up. But batter that is. Ooh, grim.
It's like someone's taken that.
I know, read it and then brought it back. So I picked 2 books up from there. My budget is about £30, depending on how many books I can get for that. I don't want to buy too many because I want to keep my TBR quite low anyway. I don't like kind of going over 50 unread books on my physical TBR. I'm currently about 41, so I don't have that much wiggle room and I don't have that much money. My payday is on Wednesday, so I've yet to get paid as well. So I have set a budget. I've set a number of books I'm kind of aiming to keep under. So we are now heading out to hit up Waterstones and the works, because I have yet to go into my new town centre and their new works, and I want to see what they have. And then obviously you can't go book shopping without going into Waterstones. So those are our next 2 port of calls, and then I will sit down at the end of the video and show you all the books I've brought with my little treat myself moment. So yeah, Tesco's, Waterstones and the works, and hopefully I can pick up some bargains. Let's go. Let's go book shopping. I'm so excited. I haven't been in ages. Yay. So the first stop was the works, and I kind of had an idea in mind of what books I wanted to pick up, and I didn't think that I was going to find any in the works I wanted until I kind of shuffled over to the next shelves and found one that I really, really wanted. Guess which one? See, now I kind of want this one.
Is that one on the list?
Yeah. I might maybe have to get this one now. Ooh, that's a horrible paperback. The hardback looks nicer.
It's not very often you say that.
Yeah, but you should see the hardback. It's like cut out and then the actual hardback's painted, and then you can see it through the flashback.
Is it too fast? I'm just going to record loads.
I'm looking for David Jones in the 6. I just didn't want the TV show edition of Daisy Jones and the 6, and if I took a few off the top, I managed to find a non-TV version of it. It might not be the original cover, but I just didn't want the TV version of it. Okay, I'm getting used to it. Otherwise I'm going to go away from my budget. I DNF this one. I want to give it another go physically, but not the hardback. Five star. You matched the book. Oh my god, it's like equal colour. And I'm back from book shopping. It is a couple of days later now, but I thought I'd sit down and show you all the books that I brought. At the beginning of this video, I said I had a budget, that I unhauled 4 books, and therefore I can buy 4 books. But alas, you know when you're book shopping and you just get a little bit carried away? This happened. So without further ado, let's talk through all the books I brought in my little book haul splurge, because I hadn't brought books in a very long time. So we started off in Tesco's, and if you don't know, that Tesco's do a 2 for £9 on books through Club Card. So I'm on Club Card because I like to collect those points. So I couldn't resist. I thought I'd just wander over to the book section and have a look at see what they have. And lo and behold, they actually had some really good romances. So I picked 2 of them up. One I really want to read, and 2, Bookstagram made me buy it. The first one is The No-Show by Beth O'Leary. I have this on ebook, but I love paperbacks, and I know that I'm just more likely going to read this book now I have it in paperback than I would ever read an ebook. I just much prefer paperbacks. My favourite way of reading. So I couldn't resist. This book is Beth O'Leary's 4th or 5th full-length novel published, and it's the one that's intrigued me the most after The Flat Share. So it basically follows 3 women who go on a date with the same dude, and then that dude never shows up, and the 3 of them collectively come together and try and figure out who this mystery person is. So I'm really, really intrigued. It says 3 women, 3 dates, 1 missing man, and I cannot wait to read this. So hopefully I can read it soon. Now I have a physical copy of it, and to make up the 2 for £9, the one that Bookstagram made me buy, Icebreaker. I've seen nothing but amazing things about this book. I've seen it all over my social media, whether that's on Instagram, on BookTube. Everyone seems to be reading this book at the minute and absolutely loving it, so I had to pick it up. It's a ice skating hockey romance, so I'm really, really intrigued. Anastasia Allen has worked her entire life for a shot at the US team. It looks like everything is going according to plan when she gets a full scholarship to the University of California and lands her place in the competitive figure skating team. Nothing will stand in her way, not even the captain of the hockey team, Nate Hawkins. A typical romance, but everyone's been raving about it, so when I saw it, to make up the deal, I picked it up, so that's what I got from Tesco. It sounds so weird that you get books from Tesco's, but that's just the way of the world these days. And then the next stop was the Works. I just wanted to see what's in there because I never used to live near a Works, so I never used to go in, and I always see people's like book hauls from the Works, and like they used to have really, really good romances and contemporaries, and that's a bit of me. So I always felt left out that I couldn't kind of like snag up those deals. And now I live really close to a Works. I had to pop my head in and see what they had. And they had 2 books that I think I put in my Rachel's Reading Rambles books that if I saw them, I would have to pick them up. I'm so excited for both of these. I am loving Tia Jenkins Reid at the minute. A little bit late to the bandwagon, but not really, because I read After I Do way before she ever got hyped. Took me a while to read Evelyn Hugo, but I finally read that as well. And now the next book that's really calling my name is One True Loves. And this is the story about a woman who's married. They go on lots of travelling adventures together, and then her husband dies in a plane crash. She has to grieve and get over that, and then she starts to fall in love again, and then her husband, who has died, comes back into her life. He hasn't really died. So it's like, who do I pick sort of scenario. And I'm so intrigued. I love Tia Jenkins Reid writing, so I'm really, really, really excited to pick this up. This was £5 in the Works. And then, I'm so excited. This is Disneyland on steroids apparently, and I was hooked. I don't need to know more than that. It's a romance set in a fictional Disneyland, so I had to pick it up. And when I saw it in the Works for £6, I could not resist it. I am so excited to read the fine print by Lauren Asher. I cannot wait. I'm really hoping I get to this one soon, as long as my April TBR allows me, because I'm doing a whole challenge for that, and I'm really, really excited to start it. But as long as it allows me to, I'm hoping I can get to it in April. And then my final stop was Waterstones. I'd already gone over my budget. I think I gave myself a £30 budget. I was already pretty much there. This is £21, I want to say. So 6 plus 5 is 11, plus 9 is £20. So I spent £20 already. I had £10 left, which when it comes to Waterstones, you're pretty much one book, because it's usually buy one, get one half price. One book is usually £9, and then you buy another one and it's over £10 then. But the budget kind of went out the window. So the book I brought full price without any offers was The Dead Romantics. This isn't being added to my physical TBR because I have read it already and loved it. I have read it this month as an audiobook, absolutely loved it, and wanted my own copy so I could reread it and tab it up, because this book just felt like a massive warm hug for me. So when I saw this, I was like, yep, you're coming home with me. Thinking that this was going to be my only book out of Waterstones. I kind of had that like book shopping bug. It was back. It hadn't been here since the beginning of January and it was finally back. So I dipped into some different pots of money because I didn't have any left of my monthly pay at this point. So I really shouldn't have brought these two books. But so the first one I wanted was Daisy Jones and the Six. I'm giving in, you guys. I was so not going to read this book. It doesn't sound like anything I would like. I don't know, music and a band, but knowing how much I like Taylor Jenkins Reid's writing now, knowing that I've just rated Evelyn Hugo 4.5 stars, I'm just intrigued, and everyone's getting me so excited because the TV show's just come out. So I picked it up, but it was on the buy one get one half price, and I couldn't not make use of the deal, but there was nothing left on the adult section of the buy one get one half price books that I wanted. None at all. There was the no-show, but I already got the no-show, so I couldn't buy it again. So I was like, oh, I'm just going to waste it. So I was going to put this book back until I went over to the young adult kids section and I saw a book that I wanted last year at Yauk. And I haven't seen it since. I kind of forgot about it. And then I saw it and it was part of the kids and YA section for buy one get one half price. If You Still Recognise Me by Cynthia So. I really wanted to get this at Yauk last year. Everyone was raving about it last summer at Yauk and I really wanted it, but it wasn't anywhere. It was really hyped back then, so it was really hard to get your hands on. I couldn't find it in Waterstones when I went to Piccadilly. I couldn't find it in Foyles when I went to Piccadilly when I was in London for Yauk. So I just kind of forgot about it until I saw it and I was like, well, it justifies me buying this then, doesn't it? So I picked it up. This is a YA book, so my only YA book out of my entire haul. It says Elsie has a crush on Ada, the only person in the world who truly understands her. Unfortunately, they've never met in real life, and Ada lives an ocean away. But Elsie has decided it's now or never to tell Ada how she feels. That is until her long-lost best friend Joan walks back into her life. In the summer of repairing broken connections and building surprising new ones, Elsie realises she isn't nearly as alone as she thought, but now she has a choice to make. It just sounds like your typical YA, but everyone raved about this book last summer, and I'm just intrigued, and the cover is stunning, and it justified me buying Daisy Jones and the Six, so I picked it up. What can I say? So on a trip that was meant to be under £30 budget, 4 books only because it unhauled 4, so I thought I could bring 4 new in. I picked up 7. So we have Icebreaker, The No-Show, One True Loves, The Fine Print, The Dead Romantics, If You Still Recognise Me, and Daisy Jones and the Six. And technically I'm only adding 6 to my physical TBR because I have already read The Dead Romantics. So yeah, that's that, but they all look really pretty together. So I'm really, really excited to read all of these. I think in terms of like priority, it's going to go The Fine Print, One True Loves, Daisy Jones and the Six, The No-Show, Icebreaker, and If You Still Recognise Me in terms of excitement, so top to bottom, of excited I am to read these and kind of what order I probably will prioritise them. Let me know if you think I should switch up this order and if you think I should move any and what your recommendations are out of this stack and which ones you think I should prioritise. Let me know in the comments down below. And with that being said, I will leave you guys here. If you enjoyed this kind of style of video, give it a massive thumbs up and subscribe down below to see future content from me. And with that being said, I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.